Hi everyone, my name is Angelica Ogando, better known as Coach Angie, and today we're going to be talking to you about the power of belief. So what is belief? Well, belief is anything that you hold to be true. What happens when we fill ourselves up with beliefs that really limit us and we take on other people's limitations, hence other people's limiting beliefs, and we add that on to our own limiting beliefs? Well, we get stuck. Well, how do you get unstuck from limiting beliefs? Well, here's the trick. The trick is that you really need to start doing some self-analysis and start writing down, well, what are the beliefs that I hold to be true? What is it that's stopping me from really going to the next level? See, I'm a peak performance coach, and this is what I teach for a living. How do you really get to that next level? How is it that you're really performing at peak level and being successful? Closing all those contracts, closing your husband for those who have husbands, or closing your spouse. How is it that you're really going to the next level? Well, I'm going to give you guys a little story. I remember when I was in the 8th grade and I was running for class president. I was new at the school, had only been there in the 7th grade, transferred over from East Orange, and I was totally excited because I knew that I could be the class president. Didn't matter that I wasn't in that school my whole grammar school life. I mean, I was Angie, smart, intelligent, funny, a go-getter, the nerd. I could do it. I knew I had the skills. I was running against Mr. Popular. Yeah, I know. You guys know what that means. You're running against the most popular kid in school and everybody tells you you're not gonna win. It's impossible for you to win. I mean, you're a newbie, you just came here, he's been here the whole time, you are not gonna win against him. And I said, okay. I remember going home and really thinking about everything that everybody told me. I was feeling down. I was like, oh my God, it's impossible, they're right, I'm not gonna win. Not only is he the most popular kid in school, but to be honest, I was the most unpopular kid because I was the smartest kid in school. And so everybody considered me a nerd. But I remember my brother-in-law came in one day and he saw me sitting there and he's like, well, what's wrong? And I was telling him I was feeling really down because everybody in school told me I was never gonna win, against this popular kid if I ran for class president. And he told me, girl, you can't be paying attention to what people tell you. People's limitations are their beliefs. That's not your belief. If you know that you can win, then go ahead and prove everybody wrong. So I remember that night he helped me create the most phenomenal speech ever. We had this milk crate in the house and he had me stand up on the milk crate and practice and practice and practice. I must have practiced about 8 times this speech. I remember I got up the next day. I was super excited because here I am, ready, prepared. I'm going to make my speech. So the professor starts calling people one by one and she calls my name. And so I get up there and, here I am feeling super confident because the day before I practiced 8 times my speech. My brother-in-law helped me to break down those limiting beliefs that I had that I could never win against the most popular guy because I did have, the ability to not only do it, but I was the best candidate. So I go up there, I give my speech, and the whole class is silent, quiet. You could hear a pin drop. I finish and I go and I sit down in my chair. Everybody starts clapping, right? Then the teacher calls the guy to come up. The guy, the popular guy, right? He gets up and he's like, well, I don't have a speech, but all of you should vote for me because, I've been here the longest and I'm the most popular. He sits right back down. Everybody casts their vote, and at the end of the day, the teacher, she gets up and she's like, well, here I have the name of the winner. She opens the envelope and she says, the winner is Angelica Ogando. And I'm like, yeah! Super excited, right? Because here I am, I won. And the whole week I had been stressing about it because everybody told me, everybody told me that I wasn't going to win. And they gave me all the reasons as to why I couldn't. See, that was the first time I realized people love dumping their limitations on me. I already had limitations about myself, right? I had limitations that were limiting beliefs. See, you need to stop allowing people to limit you as to what you can do. If you know that you're capable of reaching the next level because you have X, Y, and Z that can take you there, then you go and you do it. The thing with limiting beliefs is that we always fall back onto what is comfortable. What is comfortable that we think about? You know, well, I know I can't do that because I don't have the resources. That's making excuses, which is something I'm going to talk about in my next video, how to get rid of excuses. But with your limiting beliefs, here's the key that you need to do. Sit down, write a list of all the beliefs that you have. Secondly, go through every belief and write a counter belief, one that is positive, that negates that negative belief. And at the end, go through all your positive beliefs and install them in your head. The more that you do this, you're going to practice getting into the habit of always disempowering the limiting beliefs and empowering the ones that are going to take you to the next level. Guys, it was nice talking to you. Follow me on my social media. Go to my website. I have more information there. If you need to get in contact with me, the information is there. See you guys in the next one.